So to put my story into perspective, my girlfriend of 2 years lost her mother unexpectedly 6 months ago before I met her. They were very close, they were practically best friends. It's New Year's Eve, and we're headed to her best friend's house for a party. My girlfriend decides to wear something her mother gave to her before passing away. A pair of gold earrings. At some point throughout the night, she loses one earring. She was devastated, and we all retrace our every step, but couldn't find the earring. It's now 24 hours later, and I'm lying in bed by myself while she's in the shower. I'm reading a book when all of a sudden, the earring gets dropped onto my bare chest out of nowhere. I look around. There is nobody else in the room with me, and nobody else in the house. Just my girlfriend showering and me in bed. To make it clear, I do not have long hair, and I was not wearing a hat. There is absolutely zero chance it got stuck somewhere. Tonight, I stayed over at my girlfriend's house as I often do. There was a brief 10 minutes period or so where we went to her sister's room and just talked with her. We had returned to my girlfriend's room after a short amount of time, and she could not find her phone. So as most people would do, I FaceTimed it so she could find it in the midst of all the blankets. Within a few seconds the phone was found and she jokingly answered and said hello. I made a funny looking face with my tongue sticking out and she jokingly made a WTF kind of face and then hung up. However, that's the weird part. When the call was hung up, from my phone speakers there was a giggle. Her giggle, which is a very distinct sound that we both know well. In person, as we sat on her bed, there was no giggle, just the face she was giving back to me. At first I thought nothing of it, like, oh maybe I'm just hearing things. Then she goes on to talk about the face I was making, but then adds, I don't think I laughed though. Then I knew it really happened. We both think it is extremely creepy and strange. What do you think? I was 16, me and my friends, Evan and Jake, wanted to rent a hotel for the night since it was spring break. We got to the hotel and checked in. It had a really funky smell, but we still stayed there. Once we got to our room, it was about 3 p.m., so we decided to go swimming. The pool was downstairs departed from the hotel. Once we got to the entrance, there was a man at least 6'3" in all black with a hood covering his face facing us. I panicked a little, but not out loud. We got into the pool and swam for a few hours until we saw that man again, all black, sitting on a chair by the pool. I cleared my throat. Can I help you, sir? No response. I still am a little paranoid. I put my face in the water and at the bottom of the pool was another figure that was all black. I screamed like a little girl and ran for the door. I looked back and saw nothing, not the guy in the chair or the guy under the pool. My friends thought I was just seeing things, but I saw what I saw as clear as water. I didn't feel like swimming anymore, so I decided to get dinner at a nearby restaurant. I got a table for me and my friends to sit at, and there I saw once again the man all in black on the other side of the dining room and was staring at me. I have had enough. I went over there and I lost track of him and he took off. I decided this trip has gone too far and we should leave tomorrow morning, but my friends didn't like that idea. Once it was 10:30, I and my friends doze off in the hotel room. I woke up to some noises. I saw a shadow of a figure at the end of my bed. I calmed myself down and told myself that it was my hat that I put there before I went to bed. I went to bed and got woken up again 30 minutes later to more noises. I was getting thirsty, so I reached under the bed and tried to grab my water bottle, but I grabbed something and I was totally shocked by what I grabbed. It was my hat. I was not ever more scared in my life. I couldn't help but to scream at the top of my lungs when I heard a voice next to my ear say, "You're a bitch." I jumped out of bed and realized it was two men in black right there. I tried to fight them, but it was no use once they grabbed me and dragged me out of that room. I tried to scream, but that guy was covering my mouth. I passed out and woken up in a stretcher. It turned out those guys knifed me while I passed out and someone caught them. But the doctor said no one could catch the guys who got me. To this day, I always have a nightlight at night, so I'm not scared.